Are you struggling to find time to research your family tree? Well, in this video, I'm showing you how you can research your genealogy in 20 minutes a day. Hey there, if we haven't met before, I'm Lisa with Are You My Cousin? And this YouTube channel is designed to help you find your ancestors, grow your family tree, and not be overwhelmed in the process. So if it sounds like your cup of tea, you're in the right place. So let's face it, genealogy researching family history is fascinating, but it can also be very overwhelming and very time consuming. Who has 2 or 3 hours a day to spend digging through the records? Plus, it's so easy to get distracted by all the fun things that you find that you're off and running, and well, you have little to show for it at the end of your research time period. So genealogy research in short 20-minute bursts, is it possible? You bet. The key to researching in short bursts of time is to have a plan. I mean a really solid, good plan. Because without a plan for your research in those short time periods, you will find yourself very quickly distracted, going down the rabbit trails of genealogy research, and well, at the end of those 20 minutes, really having very little, if anything, to show for it. So how do we create a research plan that's going to fit with our short burst of genealogy research time? Well, take a look at what I do. All right, so I want to show you how to kind of brainstorm a research plan so that you can be very efficient and very focused for your 20-minute research sessions. So again, the first thing we want to do is always make sure we're researching with a plan. That is the one thing that we can do that's going to keep us on track, keep us focused, and really keep us productive when it comes to researching in short bursts of time. Now, the biggest thing that I can recommend for you to do is this top bar right here, is to really write down what your research goal is. In fact, I really probably should make that much bigger and much bolder so that I know as soon as I hit this page and hit this research plan, I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, you've probably seen me work through this example before, and that's perfectly fine. But again, I have a very specific goal on this particular plan. It's who was the father of Emma Della Thomas Howard Harwood, born in 1858 in Moore County, North Carolina. I'm not trying to find 3 generations back. I only am looking for that one person. So I'm trying to keep that focused. I put down any information that I already know, and in 20 minutes, I can easily actually brainstorm what records should I check. Because as researchers, I think if you've been doing this for a while, you know what types of records you're going to want to look at and what would be beneficial for yourself. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to research. I know I need to check that 1850 census, the 1860 census. I'm going to look for a family Bible if possible. I'm going to pull out, I know I need to find some oral history. So I can very quickly know that I'm looking for these basic records, birth, marriage, death records for her. And then I'm going to brainstorm some other records as well based on what I might know about the family. I'm also going to very quickly put down, okay, I'm looking for census records. I know that I'm going to one of the major genealogy databases. In this case, it was Ancestry, but I might very well put my Heritage here or archives.com. So I'm going to go very quickly through those to do as well. I'm going to make a quick note of who I might need to contact when it comes to looking for, say, the family Bible, oral history. Again, these are pieces that are probably not 20-minute pieces, but I could actually, in 20 minutes, make the appointments that I need to visit with my cousins to get this type of information out as well. So again, very quickly, I can say, okay, I know that I'm looking for death certificates, bastardy bonds, court records. I know those are going to be at the state archive, so I'm going to put that in there as well. So this is kind of where I start on this type of thing, and then it takes me very little time to actually put that up. I could have put that together, the question, kind of what it is I know about her, and the records I need to check, as well as where I'm going to look for those records. I can do that easily in 20 minutes. And so that would be what I would do. And then again, the notes section, this is where I'm going to write. This is as I go through my research, I'm making a few other notes as I go along. But to get started, this is pretty much the main part that we need, but we need a very specific question. I hope you got some ideas on how to create your own genealogy research plan based on what I was doing. If you have something that works a little different for you, that's not a problem. The important thing here is that you have a plan. That is truly the key to your success. Now, really quick, if you find yourself short on research time, be sure to hit that like button and let me know, because I feel like I'm not the only one out there who seems to be constantly trying to research in very short time limits. Now, once you have that research plan, you are ready to research. But the next thing that you want to do before you jump right into those records is go ahead and go into your calendar and schedule appointments with yourself. So for whatever amount of time that you have that you can research, make that appointment on your calendar. So if it's 20 minutes 3 days a week, if it's 20 minutes every night after dinner, Put that on your calendar and keep that appointment with yourself. Now, when your appointed research time comes, you want to, first of all, set a timer. Now, I think most of us have timers on our cell phones, so it's really pretty quick and easy. We always have one with us. So you've got that timer set for 20 minutes. You pull up that research plan and you know exactly which records that you might be looking for on the genealogy databases as you go. Maybe you're looking at that census record. Maybe you're looking for a marriage record, but you've got 20 minutes, research and go. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're really sitting there going, Lisa, I don't know about this. What can I really accomplish in 20 minutes? Now, this isn't just any 20 minutes, guys. This is 20 minutes of focused research. You've got a plan. You know what your focus is. So what can you do? Well, first off, you can outline a research plan. So maybe that's the first thing that you do. Maybe you've accomplished your goal and you're ready to start another goal. You can outline a research plan. You can go back and recheck databases for updates. Oftentimes, genealogy databases, as new things are digitized, they're putting new records out there that are going to be available to you. Go back and recheck those. Here's a tip. Just keep a running list somewhere in your genealogy notes where you can that you would go back and which records you check on a regular basis and go ahead and do that. In 20 minutes, you can analyze and extract your ancestors' data from the census records. In 20 minutes, you can run a search on one of the genealogy databases, such as MyHeritage or Ancestry.com or Find My Past or Family Search. And in just 20 minutes, you can watch a genealogy YouTube video or two. Now, as you're going through that 20 minutes, take notes on what you find, take notes on what you don't find. And most importantly, if you see something that distracts you, maybe you're looking at a record and you recognize, oh, there's another ancestor of mine that I need to look at. Make a note of them, but don't follow them. Just make a note for another time period. And when that timer goes off at 20 minutes, stop. Make a note on your research plan where you stopped and what your next step is. So the next time you sit down and you're short on time for research, you're not spending 10 minutes trying to figure out what you were even thinking about or what you're even supposed to be doing. You already know exactly where you stopped and exactly where you need to start again. So remember, two things are going to be important to your success in researching in 20 minutes a day. First off is that research plan, and second is being very focused and consistent with your research. Even 20 minutes a day can make a big difference in your genealogy research. So grab your timer, start making that plan, and start researching. If you would like to learn more about how to trace those tricky ancestors in the records, be sure and watch the video on your screen now.